Hi everyone, and thank you for watching another episode of Gaffer in Gear. In today's episode, we're going to have a look at the rain shield for the Aputure P600c. Alright, so this wasn't the episode of Gaffer in Gear that I was planning to do this week. I've only got a couple of spare hours to shoot this episode, so I needed to find a product that was nice and quick, and this is it. Alright, so if you're wondering why I haven't done an episode yet on the P600c here, one will be coming soonish. I've just been waiting for the go-ahead from Aputure that they're happy with the firmware. So it had its sort of pre-release firmware that's been tweaked up a little bit, and I haven't had a chance yet to go through and test it with the new firmware to find all the pros and cons with it. Needless to say though, if you like the Nova 300, you're going to be very impressed with the P600. It's not just a bigger version, they've done a fair bit of work on improving it. Anyway, we'll talk about this on another episode. Let's get into the rain cover. All right, so the rain cover sells for, what is that? 150 US dollars or 225 Australian dollars. They're the prices I find listed. So what do you get for that? Well, it comes with a bag. Now the bag's divided into sections. So you've got two sections, one on each wall, and you've got the centerpiece. Now on the wall sections, you have the walls for the rain cover. Okay, so the rain covers, the walls are metal, I think that's aluminium, and they've got a connection piece here that goes into the accessory slot on the light. All right, so I'll just do that here. All right, and on this side you'll be able to see it a lot better. Okay, so this groove here goes into the groove here on the accessory holder. Now on this side, there's a hole here so you can press the button to release the accessory. Now in the center of the bag, you've got the rain cover or the rain shield. All right, so it's got a solid black part and a transparent part so you can see the controllers. Now what I've found through experience, or just the little while that I've had it, is fold the translucent part over so it's on top of the black part, and then put it on from the front. Now this velcros to the side parts. Right, so I just line up my edges. Velcro down the side. Turn it around, roll the back of the jacket over, and it's on. Now, as a gaffer who's used things like sky panels under rain jackets, the first thing that concerned me with this was surely if I'm operating this light and I've got it on an angle like that with this jacket on, surely all the heat's going to trap up here and just make the light overheat. And the other thing that concerned me was from the front. It doesn't look like it's got a lot of room here for hot air to circulate and get out. So those things concern me. I was worried about the light overheating in this jacket. So here's the thing I found. With my first test, I ran it for 4 hours on downward tilt, set to 5,600 Kelvin, with the fans running at full power. And what I found was the top of the unit got incredibly hot. All right, so not hot enough that the light turned off, but hot enough to get me concerned. Now my theory was with the fan set to high, it was just recirculating the hot air, that it didn't get a chance for the air to escape. It was getting sucked back in through the fan intakes. So the next thing I tried doing was setting the fan speed on the controller to the smart mode, and I ran it for another 4 hours in the smart mode. Now with the smart mode on, with the rain jacket on, with the light tilted down, it ran a little hotter than it normally would without the jacket. Now I wasn't just happy with that, okay, because in Australia in summer, it can rain, but it can still be a hot day. So what I found was if I took something small like a peg and I just jammed it in the center here, that increased the airflow coming out the front. And you know, those two measures, having the fans running in the smart mode and having a little peg up the top to increase the airflow, I found after another 4 hours of running, the light was running at the same temperature that it would if I was running it without the jacket. All right, let's go through the pros and cons, starting off with the cons first. Now, because the side walls attach into the accessory slot, you can't use any of those accessories if you're using the rain shield. So that's things like your hard grids or your barn doors. Now, because the front of the rain shield on the sides and the top overlaps the front of the light, you can't use things like snap grids and snap bags. Now, the next possible negative is to do with the amount of the rain shield that goes over the front. It does reduce your beam. It's like having a set of barn doors on the side and a set of barn doors at the top. Now, you've still got a lot of spread, but it is reduced a little bit. All right, now into the pros, and I think they're pretty obvious. It packs down into a nice small bag. It's very easy to assemble. It doesn't require any other hardware, so you don't need any clamps to hold anything on. It's all self-contained. A few other pros, because the rain shield is sitting within the width of the stirrup, it doesn't limit your ability to tilt down, and also it doesn't limit your ability to rig this. So for example, if you had the stirrup on top, you can still have the rain jacket on the light. All right, I'm Andrew Locke. See you on the next episode of Gaffering Gear.